Now that we have created our MyTest1 workbook, and that we have also in the VBA or in the Visual Basic for Applications imported or included this class CLS AI, we can go and delete this file that we have downloaded from the VBA Telemetry web page. We don't need it anymore because we have it here in our project. Let's go and save this. Now we will send some data to our Microsoft Azure Cloud resource. I will send some data when this workbook is opening. To do so, let's double click on this workbook, select from this drop down list a workbook, and it is automatically selected an open event. So this subroutine, this is a private subroutine called workbook open. This subroutine will run when we open our workbook. And what code we want to run when we open the workbook? We want to first create a new instance of our class CLS AI. To do so, let's type in dim CLS, for example, AI1 space as space. We need to provide a new keyword, dim CLS AI as new CLS AI. This will tell VBA to create a new instance of this class, and we want to call it CLS AI1. Now we need to tell this class where we want to send our data. To do so, let's type in CLS AI1 dot. These are all the properties and methods that we can use from this class. But for now, we will use only one property and one method in this video, in this example. Don't bother with other, we will also go through them in some other videos or in some other articles and documentation articles. For now, we need to provide an instrumentation key to our class. So we have typed in CLS AI1 dot. Let's start typing instrumentation key. You can select it, you can double click on it, or you can just click on the tab, and we need to type in equal and double quotes. So we need to tell our class provide this instrumentation key property, and we can get this instrumentation key from our Microsoft Azure resource. Now let's go to our Microsoft Azure. The easiest way is to type in the search box Application Insights, and you will see all the resources that you have in this account, all the Application Insights resources that you have in this account. We have created MyTest1 resource, click on it, and in the Overview tab, let's go a little to the right. In this right upper corner, we have this instrumentation key. This is our instrumentation key. You can simply click on this copy to clipboard button, and now we will go again to Microsoft Visual Basic for Application, and between these double quotes, click on the right button and click on paste. So this is our instrumentation key. So now our class knows where to send our data. Now we need to call a method from this class module that will send some data to our Microsoft Azure Cloud. To do so, let's type in CLS AI1 dot, And let's start typing. Track event, track exception, track metric, track page view, track trace. I will select track page view. And because this is a method, we don't need to type in equal. We just need to type in space, and between the double quotes we need to type some text, some string that we want to send to my test one resource in Microsoft Azure Cloud. I will send, for example, workbook open event. I will send this string to our resource. Now we can save it and we can close it. Now let's go and open our workbook. Double click on it and our workbook is opened. Let's minimize it, and now let's go to our Microsoft Azure Cloud, to my test one resource of Application Insights, and let's click on the, for example, users. We still have 0 users. Why is that? Because Microsoft Azure needs some time to process our data. We need to give it from few seconds to few minutes. I will now pause this video and I will come back in, for example, 5 minutes or in a few minutes, and we will refresh our page so that you don't wait. Now, after a few minutes, let's go and refresh this view. We have one user. Okay. And this is the click or the event that was sent from our VBA. We can go and click on it and click on View More Insights. And here down under we can see that we have one session, one event, and we can see that we have a event that was fired from Croatia, operating system Windows 10. My browser version is Internet Explorer 11. Now we can also go and click on the sessions. As you can see, we have one session. View More Insights. One user, one event from Croatia. If we click on events, we also have one event. View More Insights. Croatia, Windows Internet Explorer 11. And here we can see what event was sent. Workbook Open event. Users, one session, one count, one. If we click on this Workbook Open event, we can see more details. Country or region, Croatia. State, city of Zagreb, city Zagreb. And if we click on Show All, this is all that was sent from our VBA. Event time, local time, telemetry type, page view, session ID, device type PC, device model 64-bit Windows, operating system Windows 10, client IP address 00000. Why is that? The telemetry data that was sent has included the IP address, but because of some personal protection data, after the Microsoft Azure has processed the IP address, after it has got a country and a city, it has masked this IP address and it has stored to the Microsoft Cloud resource the masked IP address. So we don't have any personal data in our Microsoft Azure resource. As you can see, view page name. This is what we have sent from our VBA code. Workbook open event. If we go into the code, developer, Visual Basic, this is our string, workbook open event. Let's take a look again. Workbook open event. We can also go and see other events, but we only have one event that we have sent to our Microsoft Azure resource. Let's go and close this. Now let's go also and close this. If we go again to my test 1, on the overview, we don't have any requests, response time, server requests or availability data, because we didn't send these events to our resource. We have only sent a page view event. We can also go and click on the search, and if we click here to see all data in the last 24 hours, we can see that we have only one view, 0 requests, 0 exceptions. These are errors that we can also send to Microsoft Azure. We will simulate some errors in next videos. Trace, event, dependency, and other types. And this is all for this video. So you now know how to send some data to Microsoft Azure resource. We have sent a one-page view. You can also send trace, exceptions, events, and other actions or events to our resource.